Hello everyone, I am here today with a new video and I am showing you what I'm doing for Providence. I originally thought it was going to be part of my New York album because I traveled to them at the same time. I went to New York first, then spent a couple days in Providence. But my New York City album was so big, it didn't fit. So I had to go to a different album, which is this one. I'm using a Life Crafted size from Citrus Twist. Love this green color. So Providence will be in here, and I have done the layouts in Canva. So they are all digital. They've been printed. All I need to do is embellish. I do need an opening page though. And then because of the fact that, look at that, I have plenty of room in there still to do another smaller trip, I think that I will put LA in here as well because I'm planning on doing those in Canva also. So as long as I can do that and keep it relatively flat, they should both fit in here. So as you can see, I didn't do a Canva layout for the front. I decided I was going to do my opening page as just a regular page. So I did pull out my 3x8 cards here. So I need to pick out one that's going to go here and then figure out how am I going to embellish that, and am I going to put the dates on it and all of those kinds of things. So I haven't made it very far yet, but at least I have these at the ready. For the opener, I want kind of a multicolor page, I think. So I've taken out kind of all of the just like solid color things, and that leaves me with a bunch of different types of cards that I don't normally get to use. Like I like this one a lot. I wish it didn't say road trip so prominently. I mean, there's also plain whatever, but I actually went to Providence by train. I don't think I even have a card that's 3x8 that says anything about train. Those would all be 3x4. But I will look through here and just see what I have that might work. Yeah, something like that isn't really what I want, but maybe there's something in here that would fit this nicely. Okay, I think I might actually go with this one. It was similar to the other one I showed that said, oh, I don't want to use that, but that had specific blocks and numbers on it, which I don't want. This one's just colors. And I like that there's green in it, that matches the cover fairly well. So I think what I'll probably do is letter stickers that says PVD. That's the designation for Providence. And then I do have a bunch of New England stamps. I might be able to use something from that. And then I'll just grab out, I have this whole bag of travel ephemera. I can find something in there. And then maybe just a label with the dates. Not exactly sure on that part, but I like the fact that, I have this super bright option for the beginning. I was struggling to decide whether I should use black or white letters, and originally thought white, that it would show up better. But if I'm going to do stamping, 9 times out of 10 it's black. So I figured maybe I should do black. And these are the letters I like the best. I mean, when I hold these up there, I do like the way that looks. So you know what? I just thought of something. I could use the white. I could put that on there and then just have like a strip of white paper somewhere and stamp on that to bring in more white. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay, I put the white letters on there and I do actually really like that. So I think I'm going to stick with those, and then I will have to maybe do just a very large label with a matching color with a big white spot where I can stamp, or I'll just do like rip a piece of cardstock or something to go across. But I think I need to get out those New England stamps I have, because honestly, I don't even remember like what they say or what they look like. I just know they're from New England. This is the stamp set that I was talking about, and I think I want to use this one that says East Coast. Clearly I've used this one. I think I used that for Mystic, Connecticut. This one I haven't used yet, so I think I want to do that. And I didn't have crab or lobster when I was there, so I don't know that I want to do that. And I may end up being able to use this lighthouse for Baltimore, actually, because I did see one there. I did not see one when I was in Rhode Island. So I think this is the best bet, and maybe it's going to have to be like down here. I thought about, could I put it right under here? And I could maybe just stamp it as is or put the white across there. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to use this set. And then I do want to find, if I don't stamp on a label, then I need it for the dates at least. And then I still have all the ephemera choices. Okay, I have seasoned the stamp and I did a test run here. It looks great. I'm going to just stamp it directly on there and see how I feel about it. The nice part is that if I don't like it or I screw it up, I can cover it with something else. But I want to at least try and see if I like the contrast of the white and black. So let's see what happens. I'm going to center it as best as possible, eyeballing it. You know what? I like that. I don't think I'll cover it up. I think I'll leave it. So yay. There's my title. For my dates, I think because I've got pink way at the top there, that I'm going to do a pink label. So I can choose something from in here, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to handwrite it or stamp it. Well, the size I need kind of depends on what I'm going to do there, I think. But at least I can get an idea of what I've got here that would match. And I can see already like this color, this lighter color, is probably a good match. And look at it, jumps out nicely there. I like that. Okay, so I got to stick to kind of that color group, which is helpful. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do next. So I've decided I'm going to at least try doing my roller stamp. And if I screw it up or I'm not happy with the way it looks, I'll just handwrite it. But I want to at least try. So I have it set. I was there March 9th and 10th. Technically, my trip went to the 11th. But on that last day, all I did was take the train from Providence to Boston, get on a plane and fly out, really. So I'm not scrapping anything about that. So 9th and 10th, which should be, in theory, pretty easy to just stamp on here. So I'm going to give that a whirl and we'll see what happens. I did my stamping. You can see I did many tests over here. And this was the first one I did, and I definitely caught the top edge. But I was actually kind of okay with it. I don't mind it. Makes it just look weathered. But I thought, all right, I'll do another one just in case. This is the other one I did, which is very different, much smaller space. I did catch the edge a little bit right there, but I'd be fine with it. The only thing is here, they're so close together, like I can't put a little 2 in between or a dash or anything, whereas here I could. And I'm not sure if that bothers me or not. So I just need to figure out, like, what do I like better? Do I like kind of this bigger chunk here, or do I like this? And then I'll just have to like embellish more because I've got this big empty space. So actually what I should do maybe is put these labels away, keep these out here, and then grab my ephemera and see like what could I layer with these and how's that gonna work and which one do I like better. Just given the colors that are in this, I figured maybe I should go like for a gold, some kind of piece that I could layer under there. Maybe even the red, since those are at the top. I don't want to use too much of what's at the bottom because it'll blend in. But I'll start with this and just see what I find in there. I've got a ton of things to work with. So there has to be something, right? In looking through all of this, I did find one thing that I really like, and it even talks about this ticket entitles a single passenger to a journey on the train. And since I took the train, that's lovely. Definitely wasn't 75 cents though, but I like the idea of that. But if I use this, I almost have to use this label because like these are too similar in size and I don't like that. So then I have to decide, like, do I want to do like this for the overlap where the ticket sticks out more and this is shorter? Or do I want to cut off a little of the ticket and have this stick out really far and then I could embellish something else there? I'm not totally sure, but I know I want those two things together. So I can get rid of this. And then I think I need to go into my other colors and find something else to layer here. And that will probably determine how I design this, like where everything sits. Okay, well, because I've got red up here, I think I'm going to use this. I will cut around it. This is from a set of digital files I have that has like suitcases in every color. So I got that years ago. I still use it. This is when it comes in handy. So I think I'm going to take that and maybe just like overlap it here somehow. And then that'll let that label stick out farther. I can still use this, but then I can get some more color in there too. I have fussy cut my suitcase here and I love it. So I think I'm just going to do it like this. So you can kind of still read this. It covers up that space, but still allows me to have this sticking out. So I think that's going to be my collage down there. This still feels kind of empty though. So I don't know if I need something like under here too. I don't want to overdo it, Less is usually more, but I feel like that's super blank. All right, I have that all put together and it's layered the way that I want. So now I just have to cut off the excess here. And for the pink label, it'll actually leave me enough where I could reuse that, which I love to do. Stuff is expensive, so I don't want to just throw things away. If I can reuse it, I will. That's a good chunk, so that'll go right back in with my labels, which is awesome. And then this is what that looks like, and actually, I'll put a little staple in there right now. And we've got that section done. So then I just have to figure out, am I doing anything else up top? All right, so I've decided, since I do have green down here and it's a green album, I'm gonna try to find some kind of green something that will maybe go right here. I could do up here too, but for some reason I feel like it needs it here because of this blank spot. But if I don't find anything, I might just leave it because I don't want to overdo it. But hopefully we'll find something in here. Well, I didn't find anything in my green ephemera that I liked, that I thought would work here, so that's out. I've pulled out just my geotags here, and I think I'm just going to do one up top. It's kind of a cop-out, but you know what? It works, and it'll add some color, so I think it's fine. So I need a green, definitely, but which one of these it is, I'm not sure. So I'll just look through there till I find one I like. I decided to go with this set from Ellie Edwards. I have a couple of these, and I went with the darker green. Since a lot of it got covered up down here, I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that, and it's a nice pop against these other lighter colors. So there you go. I think that's my opening page. It's done. So here's my first one finished for Providence. Thanks for watching.